Hi guys, today we're going to do is chapter 6, managing a home. The last little exercise we have is household budgeting. Now, before we start the example, I want you to have a look at the important little information here, especially fixed spending and discretionary spending there. The fixed spending is the all the necessary stuff, like it says here, food, clothes, and fuel, and household bills, like that. It's necessary. And discretionary spending is not so necessaries. Like for example, entertainment fees, items, or movie tickets, upgrading furniture or appliances, that sort of thing. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And now we're going to look at the example. Okay, so Lucy was saving for an overseas trip and accepted some extra casual work. She set up a weekly budget as shown in the table and aimed to save $170 per week. Well, that's not bad. Now, this is all her sort of like a planner, if you like. It's her budget. So when you look at it, we got income and we got expenses. So part A, how much did Lucy earn from her casual job? Now, there's no information about what she's doing and how much in there, but if you look at the income column there, we have wages, 1,120, and we don't know the casual wage. But if you look at the total, how much she's earning, we got $1,305. So we know that casual wage will be part of that 1,305. So I'm going to have a look at, calculate this. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go casual wage. Okay, so casual wage equals, so total income will be $1,305. Take away Lucy's wages, the normal wages that she's getting, 1,120. And if you use a calculator, it'll give you 185. So her casual wage is 185. Okay, well, that's not too bad. And next one, part B, what should be Lucy's total expenses? Okay, total expenses. Now, it's not a tricky question, but it can be a little bit misleading there. It's 1,305. Same as her total income. Why? Because she is spending, sort of, or saving, if you like, whatever the leftover from her expenses. So we could say a total expenses 1,305, same as her total income. Okay. Now part C, to balance her budget, how much can Lucy save per week? So it's really asking for what is her savings. So savings equals, roughly, it'll be total earning 1,305, take away all the expenses she has. Okay, and then whatever is left over will be her savings, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to write all the expenses here. So from the table, 425 plus 163 plus 103 plus 188 plus 93 plus 185. So it's all just from the table. And if you use a calculator, you will get 148. Well, that's a bit lower than what I expected, isn't it? Because Lucy wants to save 170 and she's getting 148 only. Okay, let's have a look at the part D. Name an expense that represents discretionary spending. So not necessary items. That's what we're talking about when it comes to discretionary spending here. First thing comes to my mind is entertainment and possibly car loan as well, because only thing I think of is there's a fares, so it could be like a bus fare or trains or something like that, but she also has car loan there, so which means she probably don't really need car since she's taking public transportation, so that might be not necessary. So I will just write entertainment. Oops. And car loan. Okay, something like that. And the next one, the last one, suggest a way Lucy could increase her savings to 170 per week. Okay, now I wouldn't reduce anything from necessary fixed spending, but perhaps we could look at the previous question, part D, where the discretionary spending was entertainment, so she could reduce. So reduce spending on entertainment. I wouldn't reduce anything on a car loans because it's a sort of like a fixed repayment there, so it's a bit hard to reduce that one. Maybe sharing a place with someone so that she could have the rent, or reduces some food grocery shopping, something like that. Yep. So that's something that you could think about. Now the next question is similar to what we just did, but it's got more information we need to think about. So what I'm going to do, first thing first, we think about the roughs. So read the question and then think about the what are we looking for, understand the question, and then collect the information, and then think about the formula and answer the question on that. So what I've got is I've got highlighter here. I'm just going to highlight some stuff here. So $100 a week towards. So we got like 110 a week for rent, and then $64 for food, $46 for transport. And okay, so this is a bit of important information there that I would like to use a different color to put it in. So I would say quarterly electricity bill and 2 monthly phone bill. Okay, so these $45.10 is electricity and $12.80 is the phone bill. Okay, and then $551.41 net per week. That's how much Zach earns per week. And then about 45. So I'm just going to change that. $45 per week as entertainment. And then chiropractor once a month. Okay, so that's a little bit different. So what I'm going to do, chiropractor once a month is $42. Okay, all right, so that's what we got. So let's have a look. What is Zach's weekly income? Well, that's easy because it's right there. It's $551.40 net per week. So that's what Zach will take home per week. So it's $551.40. Okay. Next one. What is the total of Zach's weekly expenses? So we need to think about a lot of things here. I'm going to just push up a bit. So weekly expenses. Let me do the ones that it's a bit tricky first. The one that we had to think about, the special conditions. So first, I want to deal with electricity. So that will be $45.10. It says per quarter. So that means you're paying 4 times a year. So if you use your calculator, you will get, you're paying $180.40 per year. So I'll just get per annum, PA. And then because it says weekly expenses, I'm just going to have to divide by that to 52 weeks a year. That'll give me how much I'm spending for electricity bill per week. So if you put that in your calculator in 2 decimal places, $3.47 per week. So it's important you actually find the annual, the yearly amount, and then divide it by 52. Because you can't just say from here straight away finding a weekly one, because each month has different, some months has 4 weeks, some months has 5 or 3 weeks. So you can't really assume that there's always 4 weeks. So you need to change all that into yearly and then divide it by 52 weeks. Okay, so next one is phone bill. Phone bill was $12.80 times 6. Why? Because it says per 2 months. Every second month is paying. So in a year, Zach is paying 6 times. So I'm just going to do straight into that. And that will give me, in a calculator, $76.80 per year. And then I'm going to divide it by that to 52 weeks. And that will give me $1.48 per week. Next one, I'm going to do chiropractor. So bill will be $42 per month. So I'm going to go times by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. And that will give me $504 per annum. And I'm going to divide it by that by 52 weeks. And that will give me $9.69 per week. Okay, so now we can find a total expenses. So I'm going to put all that first. $3.47, $1.48, and $9.69. And then we have to write all that rent, 110, food, 64, transport, 46, and the last, entertainment, 45. So we put all that in a calculator, we will get $279.64. Okay, so that's the weekly expenses. All right, and then the last one, it says, how much can Zek save per week? Okay, so to find the savings, we'll go from the total earning, take away all the expenses. Okay, so how much was Zach earning? He was earning $551.40. Take away from the previous question, we got all expenses $279.64. Put in your calculator, you will get $271.76 per week that he can save. All right, well that's the end of the lesson. So hopefully you can do the exercise and other questions. All right then. See ya. Bye.